All right. StreamYard just told us we are live. So we are live.
Hello, hello. Hello, Sam, and hello, Leisure, who's already here.
I don't know if Sam's back, but
Yeah, Sam was here, and I'm sure she'll be back. So.
All right. Well, welcome to the long run. We are Joel and Christy, and today, what are we doing today?
We're going to talk about 50-ish so frugal living tips. If you remember last year, we did 100 frugal living tips that we found in an article, and it took us 3 months to go through all 100, like 3 different live streams over 3 months.
Yeah.
So this one is 50. So if we don't get all 50, we'll pick it up next month in the next live stream.
Sure.
I did not show this article to Joel in advance, and so I thought it'd be fun to read these out loud and him not have any clue as to what I'm about to share. And so y'all get his honest reaction to whether or not he would do it.
Yep.
I've had, half a chance to read these things. I didn't read them all. Some of these things are things that we would do. Some of them are things that we, it just doesn't relate to us, so we don't have a reason to do it.
Sure.
Or some of them might be things that we're like, oh, no. Or like even one of them that I saw would be like, wow, I don't know what that's talking about. I would do some research before. Okay. All right. So anyway, are we ready?
Ready.
All right. Our first, she's got, this article has like a heading with a frugal tip, but then underneath it is a bunch of other are kind of ideas that fall under that. So that's what we have here. Is I'm going to say a frugal tip, but then I'm going to give like all these little suggestions underneath that because just to, you'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Frugal tip number 1, find creative ways to live frugally. And so we'll have this article linked in the description so that y'all can, because she does have other links to other articles that might have more ideas, but these are the ones that she listed in this particular article. So we're going to start off with the first one under this category that she wrote. That's just ideas for you. Shaving your head or cutting your hair short. Think you'd do that?
Yeah, I think we got that one covered.
Now, was it to save money?
Pretty much. I mean, I didn't. They were charging me $20 every time I went for a haircut, and I really only had the horseshoe, and they were just trimming it up. So yeah, it pretty much was to save money because I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, because it was like $20 every month or so.
Yeah.
Uncovered. I don't know what that means. Do you? No. Oh. Leisure, what does uncovered mean? Don't forget, you can put those things on the screen. I can't reach that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we switched places, by the way. Okay. You had it covered. Okay. Hey, Sam, welcome back. All right. Yeah, shaving your head, cutting your hair short. The next one is cut your own hair, which is kind of like an extension off of that. I will say I do not trust myself to cut my hair. Instead, what I do is I get a haircut about once a year. Y'all heard that right. Once a year. And so this is my hair after I haven't gotten a haircut. When you shaved your head, it was...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
This is, I haven't gotten my hair cut since last August or September or something like that. So this is, how long is that? Like 8 months of hair growth.
Yeah.
I don't cut it.
I cut
But
mine
you
every
could.
morning. I
Yeah,
take
he
my
cuts his
razor.
hair every day. Yeah, so if you feel comfortable cutting your hair, you definitely save money. And like I said, and when I do get a haircut, I go with something like great clips. I know people are like, oh, but I mean, I'm satisfied with the haircut I get from Great Clips or whatever one I have a coupon for is usually the one I go to.
Yeah.
So and get it done, and I only have to go like once a year, and I'm satisfied with it. But I mean,
There you go.
can't. There you go.
Yeah.
It's pretty long right now.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So y'all let us know how you feel about any of these. Do you save money those ways, or are they things that you wouldn't want to save money on, or you found a different way to save money doing it? Yep. I remember a long time ago trying to cut my hair and I made a mess of it. So yeah, I don't do that. I'll let somebody who has a little bit more training than me do it. Just don't go as often. That's my plan. Anyway, all right, this one. Yeah, this is pretty extreme. Dumpster dive for food.
No. I work at a quick service restaurant. I know what goes in our dumpster and what our dumpster looks like. So no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
And some people dumpster dive for food out of grocery store bins. And my concern with that is this, especially when it comes to something that would be refrigerated, is I don't know if y'all have ever seen this in a store, but we have, is where somebody took something out of the freezer refrigerator section, decided halfway through the store that they didn't want it after all, and then just set it on the shelf.
Yep.
Well, that thing has been sitting there until an employee sees it, and then they take it and they put it in the dumpster because they cannot put it back in the refrigerated section. So we don't know how long it sat out on the shelf. We don't know how long it was in a cart. We don't know how long it sat in on the shelf, and then you don't know how long it actually took for them to take it from there to the dumpster.
Yep.
And then you don't know how long it sat in the dumpster.
Yep.
And how, as somebody who has a food safety certificate, how long can you leave food that should be cold out?
Just no longer than an hour.
It's very unsafe. So like I've seen some dumpster diving videos where they were like, "Oh, look, we found sour cream," or something like that. Yeah. You don't know how long it's been sitting there. So that would be my concern with dumpster diving for food, specifically refrigerated stuff. Can be very dangerous. Yeah, they could be clearance items, but they still, I mean, I've heard some people say, oh, like, I have a friend that worked there and they told me when stuff was put in the dumpster.
Yep.
I still would say,
nope.
How long?
An hour.
An hour. And then if you're like us in the South, it's hot anyway. You don't want food that's been sitting out in the heat that long. But that's just us. The refrigerated items for sure is a no. And then I don't know. There's rats and stuff climbs around in dumpsters and stuff like that. Yeah. So anyway, all right. Here's another one. This one's going to be pretty extreme. But make your own toilet paper.
Okay, no.
Says you can make your own toilet paper by cutting up old t-shirts or rags.
No, you can't. Unless you're going to wash it in your washing machine, you can't.
I think that's probably exactly what they mean.
Yeah, no, no.
No. I would say, like.
No.
I would say that back in the old days, they did things like that, and especially like They would use catalogs, Sears and Roebuck's catalogs.
Sure.
But no, yeah, I would go with, you know, the cheapest toilet tissue possible before I went there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Freeze water bottles instead of using the AC.
How do you do that? I mean, I know how to freeze water bottles, but what do? You like put them in your pants or your shirt or something to keep yourself cool? I don't know how that works.
Do y'all know what that means?
Maybe you can put it in a basket and put a fan in front of it and blow the cool air. I'm not sure how that works, but just freezing water bottles. Just, you know, we go the other. We do use our AC, but we move
We
it
don't
up
use
to
our heat.
Yeah, we don't use our heat in the wintertime. We set in the summertime. We set our air conditioner on 78 or 79 during the day, and we lower it to 75 at night. So that keeps us pretty cool.
Yeah,
most of the time. So
yeah, we seldom ever have to. We seldom ever get so hot inside that we're like, you know, we're going to have to lower that from 78. It's just, I mean, usually 78 is pretty good if we do the 75 at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't get very cold here in Florida. So that's why we're the reverse of most people. We're like, can we go all winter without turning the heat on?
And we did last winter, went all winter without even turning the heat on.
Yep.
So
there was like one or two days
we
where
were really tempted to do it, but
yeah, I was sitting there with a throw over my legs the whole day. But in the old that up there about the corn leaves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You know, that could have been an easy thing for them to do, and where I grew up, because corn was a staple garden vegetable to grow. We always grew corn every summer.
Yep.
And where was anything else about that? Oh, I was going to say about freezing the water bottles. On the Disney World ride, Carousel of Progress, they have this little scene where the guy, he's figured out how he calls it air coolant, but it was just like a huge block of ice with a fan pointed toward it.
Yeah.
So maybe something like that.
Oh, Uncle Orville. There's no privacy in this place at all.
All right. For anyone who's seen Carousel of Progress, you got that. Anyway, but the point was that kind of thing. Now, we do have water bottles that are frozen in our freezer, but the purpose of those isn't for AC. It's if we had a hurricane come through and it zapped the electricity, that would keep the stuff in the freezer colder for longer.
Yep.
So that's what they're in there for. But yeah. And we are not that bright. We actually had another YouTube channel told us that in our comments one time, A Bite of Life, that he lives here in Florida as well. And he said that was something he learned a long time ago, was to keep water bottles in the freezer during hurricane season. Mm-hmm. We just leave them in there all year round in the door. But let's see. So then we've got fill your name brand cereal box with an off-brand name so that your family members don't know they're eating off-brand.
Oh, that's a trick. Okay.
It's a trick.
Trying to trick somebody.
We don't need a lot of cereal. Well, like we don't have, like if you look at our refrigerator, like where most people keep their cereal, there's nothing on top of our refrigerator.
No, we rarely eat cereal.
Yeah.
But if I did, I don't know if I've tried some of the off-brands.
We grew up on the off-brands. I didn't like. We had bagged cereal.
I would probably try off-brand, like cornflakes and stuff like that. Captain Crunch is a little more nuanced, so I don't know if I would try. I might try an off-brand. I don't know if I would like it. That and Fruit Loops and Captain Crunch are probably my two favorites. If I were to eat cereal again, it would probably be those two, and maybe I'd try the off-brand. I don't know, but maybe we should do a taste test on it one time, see if I can tell the difference.
Maybe so. He used to do that from time to time. Y'all let us know in the comments if you would like to see Joel do more brand name versus off-brand name taste test.
I did a cupcake, like the Hostess cupcakes.
Yeah, but that wasn't a brand name versus.
No, it was
all
a battle.
brands.
It was a battle royale to see if I could see if I knew which one was the best tasting, which I thought was Hostess. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we can link that in the description below. You can go check it out.
Yeah,
check out that series of
like
videos. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 videos to do.
But I was going to say, but he did a Cheetos versus Clancy brand. Like Clancy
taste test one. Yeah, Clancy is the ALDI brand.
Yes, Clancy is the ALDI brand, and then versus Cheetos, which y'all know he loves, and he did it as a blind taste test to see if he could tell the difference. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's see. I think that was it. But anyway, if y'all would like to see some more of those brand name taste tests, things like that. But as Sam pointed out earlier about the cereal having too many carbs, that's why I don't typically eat cereal or have it in the house, is just the sugar content and stuff like that.
Yeah, so. Leisure said that.
Oh, sorry, Leisure. Sorry. Yes, Leisure, I agree. It does have too many carbs. That's why we typically don't. We just don't bother with cereal. If I don't have it, I'm not interested in. It's like one of those things that I don't miss it if it's not around. I don't think to myself, oh, I want some cereal.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So our next section is frugal tip number 2. Save money on your TV bill.
Yep.
So the big tip there, of course, is, cutting out satellite and cable TV and stuff like that. And that is like, I honestly, I know there are still some people who have like cable and satellite television, but I feel like a lot of people know this tip pretty well now. There's still probably some holdout. I know your mom's still holding out, isn't she?
Yep.
Yeah, she's convinced that the Western Channel isn't on it, wouldn't be available to her without it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though we've talked about it, it's on Pluto?
Yeah, you can get Westerns and things on Pluto.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that too. We cut out. We had YouTube TV for a while after we did satellite. We went to that, and then that got too expensive, so we cut that as well. We do have a couple of streaming services we use, but for the most part, yeah, we either watch the over-the-air TV. We have a digital antenna that we use inside the house is hooked to our TV. We want the local stations. Mm-hmm. And we were watching, I pulled up Tubi has a lot of things on it, a lot of movies and series and things. It's free. You can check it out for free. Pluto, it was Pluto we were watching the other night. Yeah. Watching School of Rock on Pluto TV, and it's free as well. Yeah. There's a lot of free stations out there you can get. Yeah. If you have like a smart TV or a Roku or something that goes with your television.
Can we put that?
Yep. Tubi is free. Yeah, we watched that one too.
Yep. And this person in this article has a link to another article that's about 16 alternatives. Y'all can check that out. Like I said, we'll have the article linked here. We are big proponents of this. We have said this many times. If there's a streaming service that you're like, there's only this one show that I even care about, and if it's like Netflix and that show only has new seasons every 3 years, in the interim, you don't have to pay for that service.
We're looking at you, Stranger Things. Those kids are going to be 25 by next season.
They're probably 30. Yeah, exactly. They're not going to be kids anymore. But yeah, that and the Virgin River and the like, whatever they are, if they're not putting up a new season of whatever show you're interested in for a couple of years, let it go and then open it back up when that season comes out again.
Yep. And also check with we get free HBO Max through our cell phone provider. We have AT&T, and so we get free HBO Max with our cell phone plan. So check with your providers like that. Sometimes they offer. I think T-Mobile has an offer. Verizon also has an offer for different things. If you have a certain plan, then you get a certain streaming service for free with it. So check with your phone provider and see what they offer up for free.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Frugal tip number 3 is to live more simply.
Heard.
Let's see what they have written here.
Yeah, let's do that.
By leading more simple life, you may be able to save money as well. Learning to be more organized and not buying things you don't need.
Yeah.
So we talk about this a lot. A lot of frugal channels do is when you simplify your life and the things that you have, especially like more toward that minimalist look, not that you have to get rid of everything, but when you do, then when you start thinking about something that you want, you might realize whether or not you already have it, or you might realize you just don't even need it. Like, not to say that we haven't purchased anything since, but when we lived in Tennessee, we had like a 2,100 square foot house, something like that, counting the basement and stuff. And when we moved to Texas from there, we had to sell that house and go to an apartment that was about 1,000 square feet. So we had to let go of a lot of stuff. And when we did, I found it so much easier to keep up with stuff because I didn't have as much stuff cluttering my life, Yeah. So just going through and like having less stuff and having it more organized helps you have a better idea of what you need. Yeah. And a use it up challenge. Yeah. Like I find like women tend to have a lot of makeup, and sometimes it's multiples of makeup and they don't really use up what they have. And I remember when I first started on Instagram in the debt-free community, they had a hashtag that was Project Pan, and Project Pan was to actually use the makeup and facial stuff that you have before you buy anything new, because we tend to have that mentality of buying and buying. It's the same thing with food in our house. Like, we keep buying more and more and more stuff and not actually using the stuff we have. Yep. So a use it up challenge is great. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's right. Yeah, we do. We use Pluto. Actually, we were watching that the other night.
Yeah, we watched School of Rock.
Yeah, and sometimes I just watch the Price is Right channel, the Barker era, on there, and they have a Jeopardy channel on there too that we watch from time to time. So
it's also funny. Our oldest son that lives here, he watches the Price is Right channel, the Barker era, which is so funny because he's a younger person, but he loves those old school.
Yeah, old school shows and stuff. Yeah. Can I ask y'all a question? Does my head look crooked? I know I keep doing this because I'm looking at it like this. Looks like my head is tilted like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe it's my shoulders. I don't know. Maybe it's my shoulders.
Nope,
maybe that's it.
Not that one. Okay, this just got really weird. Okay.
Now see me do this. I'm trying to straighten up my head in the camera.
Yeah.
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 That's right.
Yep. Lisa doesn't think so.
Okay.
was odd. I don't know. That's strange. Okay. All right. Paying off your debt because you're tired of it hanging over your head.
That's always a good thing to do.
It should be like frugal tip number 1: pay
Yeah,
off the
right.
debt if you still have some.
That's right.
Because if you have any, it's an unnecessary burden on your life.
Yep.
Can't stress enough how much easier it makes things when you realize you don't have all these debts weighing you down. If you had a job loss, you wouldn't have all these bills that you have to worry about.
Yeah.
No interest.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Spending less time on social media, which in turn means that you aren't sold on as many things through advertisements.
Yep. They do hit you with the advertisements.
Yeah, didn't click that one there. That's right.
Yep. Late fees, a stupid tax.
That's right. And we actually did a video of, I don't remember, was it a month or so ago, about the little things that are causing you to be broke. And one of the things was late fees.
Yep.
And I said, I remember back in the day, it was like $7, and now I can't remember what it is anymore because we make sure that we don't have any bills that are late. And he was like, he thought it was like $30 or $40.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I do other things during
That's
ads.
right.
Yes, ma'am. I usually find stuff to do during advertisements too.
Yep.
37? Maybe.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a lot of money. Yeah.
Yes,
We personally make sure we do most of ours as what do you call it? Online.
Yeah, we do most of ours online. It's automatic.
So we can't.
Automatic draft. So.
Yeah. I know, and not everybody's fan of automatic draft, but we do it so we don't have to worry about those late fees ever. Decluttering and possibly downsizing your home.
Yeah, we do that from time to time.
The decluttering is great. We've even done a few videos here and there because occasionally you'll find stuff that you can sell and definitely donate, which helps keep things more simple, like we said, more minimal. But then the possibly downsizing your home. Well, we mentioned that already. We went from a 2,200 to I think it was about 900 and something square feet.
Right at 900,000 square feet. Square feet apartments.
Yeah, for 3 people.
Yeah, we lived in Houston, so yep. Yeah, no. That's a great point. We've wanted to go to some concerts recently, and the prices have really been out of sight. We did find one that's coming up end of May. Lionel Richie and what's her name? Yeah, that one. Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's it. They're going to be here end of May. Oh, actually, I think it may have already happened. But you can still get tickets for like $25. And the amphitheater over in Tampa, you can get tickets for about $35. Now they're not really up front, but you're in the area, so you can. There are still some deals out there, but if you want to be really, really close to the stage, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Used to be in the old days, that was the mosh pit. You can get in there pretty cheap because you're standing the whole time. But nowadays, anything up close to the stage is pretty expensive ticket.
It also depends on who you're going to see, because if your idea is Beyonce or Taylor Swift, you're talking thousands of dollars. I can't even imagine wanting to see somebody that bad. So yeah. You can also, like, occasionally you can catch concerts in our area. We live in Orlando, so you can occasionally catch concerts like at Disney Springs or Disney World or Universal Studios, and you might just have to pay for like a ticket into the park or something like that, but it's not like thousands of dollars.
Yep.
Sports
Yeah,
event.
sporting events is pretty getting out of hand as well too. We have professional basketball here in Orlando, and they have professional football and baseball in Tampa. But we're not making that drive over to Tampa for those I-4s, and it's just not good most of the time. So,
Not
and I'm
worth
not
it.
really a fan. I'm not really a fan of professional basketball anymore. So,
Yeah.
if somebody gave me tickets, I would go. But
He's more of a college.
yeah, I'm more of a college sports fan.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Let's see. Having less clothing options and spending less money on clothes.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, the truth is, most people wear the same stuff like all the
My
time.
wardrobe pretty much consists of Disney shirts and running race shirts that I get from my races. So that's pretty much what you see me in most of the time. Sorry for the ding there. I think that's our daughter-in-law sending us a video of our
yeah. His laptop is a Mac, so it's connected to his iPhone, and so if he gets a text message, it comes up on the Mac too.
Look at that face. I can show y'all the love too.
That just had a glare on it.
Yeah,
I
I
think. Anyway, yeah, our daughter-in-law sends us a little video or picture or something of our granddaughter every few days at least. But she sent something else. Oh, okay.
No, Michael loved the
All right.
image.
Sorry, you guys.
Sorry, we got distracted. That's what grandkids will do that too.
All right. So the clothing thing, you can put those up at while
yeah, Blue Jays. Boo, Blue Jays. Yay, Yankees.
Yeah, he's a Yankees fan, even though like we're closer to Atlanta Braves area and stuff like that.
Actually, we're closer to Tampa.
Well, yeah, but we're from Mississippi.
Yeah, that's all Braves fans over there.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. His sisters, he and his sisters argue about what team.
Oh, College World Series, yeah, yeah. My favorite college team, Mississippi State, won the College World Series a couple years ago. So, yeah, that's awesome. Prices are out of control, probably. Yeah, probably so. That's really been a hot ticket lately. The College World Series has been. Yep. Yep, they really are.
Yeah. They're the best. She is she's not quite 3 months old yet, so
it hurts me to
still a
put up
little
that comment, Sam. Sorry. I thought about just skipping over it.
Uh-huh. It hurts you. It hurts you.
Hurts me bad.
His grandmother was a huge Yankees fan,
Yeah.
and so Joel's always been a Yankees fan because of that.
That's right.
All right. Anyway, that last one that I just said was having less clothing
Yeah.
options and spending less on money. Most of us tend to use the same clothes anyway,
Yep.
and we ignore like half of our closet. So I don't know exactly when it will be, but we're going to be doing a closet declutter soon.
Yeah.
Because I would say I don't have as many clothes as Joel does, but we probably have a few things in there, both of us, that need to be cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why Joel has more clothes than I do is because he has his work uniform.
Yep.
He has his clothes that like he would go somewhere nice. He has his running clothes because he runs all the time. He has an enormous amount of running shirts.
Yep.
And also the actual things that like he has shirts that he got for running races, but he also has shirts that he wears when he runs.
Yeah.
And they're all like, so he's got like one whole area of the closet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll have that coming up pretty soon. We do need to unclutter.
Yeah.
Declutter that closet.
And more so than the clothes is just the stuff that we have up on the top shelf. Yep. I feel like we have a lot of unnecessary stuff up there. So
Everybody wants to see the closet declutter. All right.
She's been telling me that on Instagram for like 3 months.
Okay, Sam.
When is the closet declutter? When is the closet declutter? And I'm like, I don't know yet. We got distracted by getting ready the apartment ready for the annual inspection, and so we just kept pushing that back because we were just like, we ain't got time for that too. So hopefully all right. So but anyway, the point is that just doing that simplifies and it helps you know what you really need if you are a little more aware of like how much clothing do you really need, like for me, just a couple of dresses and a couple of leggings and a few shirts should be enough because I work from home, but I definitely have more than that in the closet. So anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, frugal tip number 4, think before you make a big purchase. Let's see, I believe...
Before we answer that question, let's answer this question. How many running shirts do I have? Wow.
The truth is
I can't count them all because I have some hanging up.
Yeah.
I have some, they're not hanging up, they're in the closet. And then I have a big box of them out in the, y'all can't see where I'm pointing, but it's right out there. Over there past where I keep the change jar, the change cup. If you know, you know. Right over there past that, out in the garage, is another box with more running shirts in it. And then I've got a bag of running shirts that I'm sending to Goodwill here pretty soon. So
yeah, and the other ones that he said that's in that box, that's because did you say that you plan to get a running quilt made?
Yeah,
he's going to take for all the marathons he's ran, he's going to have them cut out and made into a quilt.
That's right.
So that's why he's keeping them in the box.
Yeah, all my marathon shirts, my half marathon shirts, 5K, 10K, all those shirts, I've got them. I've got a lot of them. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, Orlando frugal tips. Wow, that's
are you planning on doing a theme park, or are you trying to stay out of the theme parks?
Yeah, that's a great question.
It makes a difference.
Yeah.
We have that on the list for a little while to get that done, and we need to go ahead and do it. No theme parks.
No theme parks. Okay, then that may be a little easier to do. Maybe a little easier to do it more frugally if you do that. I would say one of the things is look into an Airbnb or a Verbo rather than just a typical hotel. If you have a big group coming, you think you want to maybe do some meals in, that'd be a good tip to do because you can save a lot of money not going to a restaurant and just eating in.
Mm-hmm.
If you're planning on doing that.
You would want to look in the Kissimmee area or is it Osceola?
Yeah. Look in the Osceola County for there are no Airbnbs and no short-time rentals in Orange County.
Right.
You have to get those in Osceola County, which are over in the Kissimmee area. If you're looking in that area, there are a lot of cheap and frugal things to do here. Visit parks, not the parks. When I say the parks, I mean Disney World, Orlando, SeaWorld, those things like that.
Like nice parks to walk around in. Yep. With there's Lake Eola, for instance, has a nice.
And also check into every big city like this has because they have one in Houston, but they have like a plan where you can pay a certain amount of money and you get tickets for a lot of different things. And I forgot what it's called now, but
City Pass.
That's it. Look into that. Look into City Pass for Orlando, and you can look for some things. Also, some good tips. There's some good websites out there, fun and free and frugal things to do. while you're in Orlando. We looked at some of those as well.
Also, look, Groupon.
Yeah.
Groupon would have deals for things that other like it might be a deal for a wild safari.
Yeah.
Or something like that. There might be deals on there
And
that
then-
you could do, because I've said we've looked at those before.
Yeah, the beaches in Daytona. We haven't been to the beach yet, but I think you have to pay to park. If you're staying at a hotel that's on the beach, then you get access to the beach there. That's a free thing to do there. Some things around here like Fun Spot. If you're looking for some kind of amusement park that's free to go to, you can go to Fun Spot. You can get in. You have free parking and free admission, and then you just pay for whatever rides you want to go on. You can buy just like a regular amusement park where you would buy tickets per ride, like a county amusement park kind of thing. Yeah, they got going on there. So yeah.
Celebration, Florida is a really beautiful place to go. And if you go like on a Sunday, they have like their city flea market or farmers market that goes up and down the streets. This city was the city that Walt Disney envisioned before Epcot. And it didn't, of course, he passed away before all of it was built, but that's what they kind of made Celebration Florida, made it look like what he envisioned. And so it's like a beautiful, beautiful little town, and it's very cozy. It has nice little restaurants and the farmers market. And I don't know when you're coming, but if you come anytime during Christmas, they have it like spot on. Like this whole, they make it snow there. It is beautiful.
Yeah, it does snow in Celebration because we go every year.
She's seen the videos before.
Yeah.
It snows in Celebration every year, every night without fail.
Yep.
Just like magic.
Yeah, from the weekend after Thanksgiving until the first weekend in January. It snows every like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock every night. They do snow. So yeah, those are quite a few things to do.
Yeah, and there's a lot of little towns around the area that are like that, like where it can just be a little more casual and comfy kind of thing, and it's not so rushed and hectic, kind of like with the theme parks.
Yep.
So
that's right. Hey, it's our pleasure. Maybe that's the video we need to do.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yep. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. All right.
Are you doubting that it snows in Florida?
Yeah.
All right. So this frugal tip number 4 was think before you make a big purchase. And it doesn't like really lay out what big purchases they're referring to, but it's more about the thought process. And so she wrote some things that you should ask yourself before making big purchases. One, can I afford this?
Mm-hmm.
That was obviously. What else is the item going to cost me? So, like when I hear this, what I'm thinking in my head is a house.
Yeah.
What else is a house going to cost me if I buy it? A lot of people don't really think about that when they go to buy a house.
Yeah, I was looking at an article this morning that said a lot of people in this area are considering going back to renting just because of all of the extra fees that go along with owning a home, upkeep and HOA fees and property taxes and all those sorts of things. Homeowners insurance, all those things that go into owning a house. A lot of people are going back to renting just because those costs have really skyrocketed
in Florida
in the last few years. So, yep.
Yeah, a lot of the homeowners in Florida have been really upset over the last few years over the price increases of things like homeowners insurance and stuff.
And another good tip before you make a big purchase is, can you wait 24 hours? Just wait 24 hours before you make the purchase, and then see if it's actually something after you thought about it and really kind of meditated on it. Do you really need it? And it's something that you can afford. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I really need that right now?
Yep.
I ask myself that all the time. Every time we go through Walmart, I see those big 80-inch televisions. Do I really need an 80-inch television?
Do you know, like, TV prices have gone down over the years? Obviously, they always do. And so every time he sees, like, oh, I could get a 55-inch for the price of what I used to get a 32-inch. And it's like, keep walking. We do have this little line that goes straight down the left side of our TV screen, but thankfully it hasn't gotten any bigger.
It's 12 years old.
It's 12 years old. Yeah. We haven't bought a TV in a really, really long time.
Really long time.
Yeah. So what else could I spend this money on? Might be another thing that you might want to think about before making a big purchase. Mm-hmm. We think about that sometimes, like, oh, we could buy this, or we could put it toward our emergency fund, which would help us more in the future. We have put off several things over the last few months, just trying to put a little more into the emergency fund.
Yes, indeed.
Can I borrow the item from someone instead of buying it? Is it something that you only need once or twice? It was like when we lived in Tennessee and we owned a house. We never bought a power washer for our house. We borrowed one. So, maybe that's something that you can do instead of buying a big purchase. Do you know somebody who has it who might be willing to let you borrow it every once in a while? As long as you're a nice friend who returns the item. Just don't be that person who's like, oh, what? I borrowed something from you? I don't remember that. Yeah. Let's see. What is the return policy on it? Like if you are looking at something that's expensive, maybe you want to make sure that you have the ability to return it if it doesn't work out the way you thought. Like, Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right. Yay, walk challenge. Do it. Excellent.
We do steps challenges a lot, so we love that. Love that.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Absolutely.
Yeah. Keep going. All right. And then the next one is, do I actually need this right now? Sometimes we feel like we have to have something and it's not necessary. So look and think about it. Do I actually need that?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Do we want to move on or do we want to stop there? You want to keep going?
Yeah, we can stop there.
Okay, stop there. Okay. All right. I knew we wouldn't get very far. We have a little ways to go.
Yeah, we do.
That. It may take us 3 videos.
We've got a few more things we need to do today. Another video at least to record, and then we got to go to, because it's Tuesday.
Yeah, we're batch recording today. We have 2 videos that we got to batch record. We have a lot still left on this article that we can talk about. So we will be picking up this topic next month.
Yeah.
Yay. I already know what we're going to do next month.
All right. That's so rarely the case.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm like a few days before the live stream going, really should find something for us to talk about. All right.
That's right. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for
I was going to say, we love the topics and we love, splitting off into other topics if we need to at any time. Absolutely. So always feel free to jump in there, and I ain't decorating a closet.
Yeah.
Anyway, feel free to always jump in there with questions, even if it feels like it's not on topic.
That's right. We
can jump off of the topic anytime we need to.
That's right. All right. So thanks, guys, for joining us today. Appreciate your support. If you haven't already, give us a big thumbs up. Like and subscribe, share it out, and we love having you guys here with us. Hey, Crystal, sorry you're joining us at the very end.
Sorry, but we appreciate you.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, thanks for joining us today. But that's going to do it today for the long run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
Don't forget the long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.
Bye.